is Darren. He helped us a lot yesterday from the accident.
Hello.
This is Kevin Ray. The twin. 4 months, right?
Yeah.
4 months?